So today I'm going to teach you how to draw the NFL logo. You know, the actual logo that most people kind of, overlook. But I decided to try something a little different for this episode. So, okay, first we're simply going to start off with a simple square. I'm going to make mine 8 inches by 8 inches. Like so. And if this is your first time doing this, you want to draw very light. I have to draw a little dark just to make sure my camera sees everything and so you guys can see properly. So now what we're going to do is you're going to come to the bottom and you're going to mark the halfway point. So I'm going to do it at 4 inches. And then I'm simply going to make a thin line. Bring this line up some. And bring this down just a tad bit. Actually, let me make this just a little bit longer down there. So it should look like this, and these excess parts are very important for later on. So okay, so now for the next step, you're going to come over here and we're going to make a triangle. I'm going to zoom in really quick. Okay, so we're just going to slowly come up like so, and you're going to come down like, at a little curved angle, not too much. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And here's a tip to keep them about the same height. Take a ruler and just set it at the top and make sure it's straight. That way you can keep them symmetrical. Alright, now I'm going to zoom. Okay, now that we zoomed out, we're going to connect this point and this point with kind of another triangle, but it's not really a triangle because it's not straight, but it's similar. So we're just going to slowly curve outward like so, and then curve inward. And if you have to extend this, that's fine. Kind of like, so basically the logo is a shield shape. And if you don't get it right the first time, that is fine. Practice makes perfect. And now we're going to do the same over here. Just want to slowly connect it like so. Okay, now we're going to come up here to these 2 points. We're going to connect up here to the top. And just curve it up down here on the bottom. And if you have to add some in, that works too. It's a little too deep for my tastes. So okay, now that I have the outline done, we're basically going to erase everything on the inside. So our dividing lines, these 2 horizontal lines, and my little excess areas here. But I'm simply going to turn the page to save time for the video, and pause it if you need to. Okay, now that we did that, you should have a shape that looks exactly like this, like a shield. So now what we're going to do, we're going to make a rectangle and a circle. So you want to come down somewhat and leave a little bit of space here on the sides for the shield, and just simply draw your triangle like so. And if I'm moving too fast for you, just continue to pause the video as many times as you need. I'd rather you do that than I make these too long by moving too slow. And we're going to draw a circle right here. I'm just going to use a circle template. You can get one of these at a local art store. They're in the drafting section. So okay, now that I got that, we're going to cut them both in half. Okay. Now for the square, for the rectangle, I'm gonna cut it in half and just come down right here. I'm not gonna go up like I did earlier. Now for the circle, we're not gonna cut it in half at a vertical angle. We're gonna cut it in half at a slant, like so. Now after you do that, we're basically going to repeat the step that we did down here earlier. So you're going to come down and make your little swoop. Like so. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to come up to the circle and we're going to take these lines and we're going to connect to the circle. We're basically going to turn it into an oval, so a little football shape. And the reason I do it this way is a lot of people can't draw ovals, and these extra steps will help more people out. Okay, now you should have something that looks a little like this. So now for the next step, we're going to erase the inside of, which is going to become the football, and this part of the shield. So I'm simply going to turn the page again, pause the video if you need to, so you can finish erasing. Okay, now you should have something that looks exactly like this. So now we're going to come here onto the inside. So this is going to be our focus point, and we're going to draw 4 bars. So I'm going to zoom in to make it a little bit easier. Okay. So basically, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to make 4 skinny bars. So leave some space in between the first 2, because these are going to make the end. Just a little bit of space. Then come over about, I would say, the same distance between these 2 for the third one. That's going to be the F. Then you want to come over a good bit more for the 4th line, because this right here is going to make the L. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to pretty much come straight down and make our lines like so. I'm not going to connect the bottoms just yet. It's a bit faster this way, because as you can see, I can just slide over my ruler and make the next lines that are needed. We're going to come down just a little bit more right here for the F. And then for the L, we're going to stop shorter. That's a little too thick. I'll make it a little thinner. Okay. Now we're going to take our ruler and we're going to slowly slant it. And then we're going to start closing our bars. Like so. I'm going to make this one just a little bit longer. So I'm going to just come down here like so. Add these up. Same for my F. Even though it doesn't look like an F yet. And the L. We're just going to close it up, but in reverse. Okay. Once you complete that, ignore these 2. We're going to focus on these 2 lines. So we're going to come to this circle this point right here. Have a ruler match it, and then we're going to change our ruler to, we can get a nice triangle like shape right here if we were to put a line there. Then we're going to start right here on this part, and we're going to go up to the other bar. Like so. And now we have an N, officially. Now for the F, come back up to the top, extend this line closer to the L, and then come down like so. And we're going to connect the two to close it off. So pretty much you just made a little box shape. You're going to do the same here, but remember when you do F's, this box right here is going to be a little shorter than the top one. If not, it looks pretty weird. And for future reference, if you're going to do the letter E, just follow these same steps. It's up on the bottom. You just do the same thing as you did on the top. So now we're going to go to the L, and we're just going to, similar to the F, we're going to follow the flow of this line right here. We're just going to come up, like so. Then we're going to go up just a little bit. And then we're going to position our ruler to match this line again. Come to the top and close it off, like so. So now we have NFL on it. So okay, for the next step, we are basically going to add in the little, how can you say, accents to the letters. So now we're going to go back to our N, and we probably don't need our ruler for this, but if you do, use it. So if you look very carefully here, I'm just going to come out just a little bit, come down, and then at a slight angle, make my little, I think they look like little wings. So I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. Make them nice and thin. Just slant them. Then we come back to the top and do the same thing. So next time you go to a football game or make a project, you could do that. You can make this logo kind of small and then do your favorite team logo. Now we're going to go to the F. It's going to be the exact same right here. So the F, I think, only has one. So there we go. Like so. Now for the L, I think I'll be getting my ruler for this one. It's not more of an accent. It's more of a make the L look super official. So we're going to come up. Basically, we're making another box. Just come to the top, make it over a little bit, and then just close it up. Now we have the letters. Now I'm going to zoom up, and we're going to focus on the football. Okay. So now that we are almost done with the majority of the logo, we're going to do football. So you're going to want to make 5 lines. So you're going to do one right here in the middle, 2 more on this side, and then 2 more. This one needs to be the longest one, and then these two the second longest, and then the shortest ones right here on the edge. And you're basically going to turn them into little curved boxes. I know it's not a real box, but I'm trying to come up with better terms, make it easier on people. So you just do that. Now we're going to focus on the outermost 2. So we're going to make a line that's going to connect this to the edge of the football. So you're going to want to make a line that goes, just curve it upward just a little bit. like so. And then on the other side, we're going to do one that curves kind of downward. You're going to make it as thin as possible. And now you have your football. So at this point, I'm going to zoom out, and you're going to erase these lines, and then you're going to erase the lines of the NFL letters. So basically, you're going to be erasing not these lines right here. These little ones, we don't need those any longer. So I'm going to turn the page yet again and pause the video. Restart once you get rid of the lines that you normally need. After you erase everything, you should have something that looks like this. I went ahead and just inked mine and just to get it over with. So now we're going to draw a total of 8 stars. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you how to draw one, or you can go ahead and check out the Dallas Cowboys logo video, and you can, that'll show you also, but it goes into more in depth with all the extra tracing it has. So to quickly draw a 5-pointed star, you don't have to use a ruler. I'm gonna just do this freehand to show you. So basically, you just want to have a straight line like so, and make a triangle like this. Once you do that, you want to come to the bottom point and then come out like so. So it kind of looks like an odd artistic table. And then once you do that, you can come up and then down. And just work on the stars as you need it. Then once you're done, someone on the grass. Anyway, once you do that, it's basically get something and ink the lines. You can use you don't have to use like a pen. You can use like a marker or a Sharpie. And I'm just gonna speed up the rest of the video for the rest of my stars. Well, actually, I kind of can't because I made this one a little too big. So basically, don't do it like I do. I just did. So basically, you want to make all your stars smaller than this. And once you do that, you know, some of y'all go to my Facebook page and show me what you've done from these videos. I really like to see how far some of you have progressed. So until next time. Oh, before we leave, this is my reference material. You see how my star is too large and it's supposed to be 4, so you want to make them small. And my football, as you can tell, is a little too small, but that's fine. This is maybe the second time I've done it, and mistakes can be made, but like I said earlier, practice makes perfect. Later, divas and dudes.